shake the floor, no retreat, just more. Every win, I start, new level, hardcore. Wheel spin, bass loud, no fear in the crowd. We live, I'm about my gang, too proud, yeah. Late night, same speed, no help, no need, every oath I bleed. Trap bone crease, strong mind, steady hand, street rules, understand all moves, prep plan, respect my brand, my gang, 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 my gang. We don't fold, every step, solid gold, fast, hard, ice cold, move smart, never told. My gang, no disguise, power move, we ride through the smoke, sharp eyes.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? We at the cipher. This is Muladacomedian with the gold glove that folds you like a folded glove. On with today with who?
Kashima Amish, the CEO and creator of From the Heart of a Poet, baby. Tap in.
So today, give
Big
it up.
Brooklyn.
So today we got a poet. So you already had the questions. Now my questions are a little different. My question is, how do you feel about doing poetry?
I feel poetry is therapeutic. So for me, I feel free. I feel a big relief. I feel like I found a core version of a core part of me. You know what I mean? I feel serene. Like poetry to me is everything. I am poetry. Like, what are we talking about? I am poetry. That's why my brand is From the Heart of a Poet, for real. But for the most part, I'm going to be honest, if I could sum everything that I would say up, I feel free. That's what poetry gave me. Poetry gave me variations of mental freedom, emotional freedom, spiritual connections, physical freedom. That's what poetry does for me.
Can I ask you a question? What inspires you to keep going with this?
My influence, to be honest. Because, of course, if I'm doing something that I enjoy, it's going to be therapeutic. It pays me off, you know, for real. Yeah. I curate events. I get paid bookings. However, I am not selfish. So if I had no influence, if my events didn't connect people who never been connected, where they make records together, somebody end up performing at their event, if my events did nothing, if me as an artist, if my poetry or my spoken word carried no message, then to me it's empty and it would be pointless. And I don't believe in pointless. That's just who I am. So yeah. My biggest thing for me is my influence. That's what keeps me going. So not for nothing, when I was talking earlier and I talked about how they was, oh, you're dope. Influence.
Yes.
That all it was influence. It wasn't just compliments from poets who I admire. That to me was influence. And those are some of the same people still supporting and pushing me today. 7 years later.
And that's an amazing thing, because to be honest, not a lot of people is pushing this, because I have my daughter that pushed me. And I have other people. So I feel where you're coming from with that, because it's like when people are pushing you, it makes you more better of a woman or a man to keep on going with your career and your goals.
Absolutely.
No.
I mean, we are who we are, but we cannot do this alone. Like, I'm a curator, right? I'm an artist, but I'm a curator. And as dope as I am, if I'm the only one performing, I like to see how much money my event gonna make. So at the end of the day, we all do need one another in one variation or another, whether we want to admit it or not, because this industry has a way of big I's and little U's. But all jokes aside, you might need the big I or the little U. So for me, it's like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yes, ma'am. You're definitely right about that. Now, my second question. Do you feel as though drill is taking over more of the rap and R&B that we used to listen to?
You said drill?
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I even catch myself having a few drill songs that I like. And I'm a lot older than what I look like. So for me, when it came to hip hop and rap, hip hop, look, remember back in the day, it was called hip hop. It wasn't just rap. No, hip hop. Yep. I love the message of hip hop overall, right? With our Rakims and our Run DMCs. But at the end of the day, we already know how the industry is. And the industry goes by what we, as non-main industry people, respond to. So when the drill came out and it was like we all started and then when the females pop that coochie, bang that, it was like, wait, what? We all started, okay, screw it. You know, you out in the party, you're not thinking about the message. You thinking about the beat and you having a good old time. But when you really look at why it's popular, we play a part in that.
Yes.
If we really want real hip hop back, all we have to do is stop supporting a dickada. No shade. No shade to trap, no shade to pop your butt, but all jokes aside. For those of us who really appreciate hip hop, and I know you do because you wouldn't have asked me no question like that.
Oh, well, shoot, you're definitely right about that. Because when it comes to hip hop, I want to hear real stuff. Besides all the drill, I don't want to hear about killing and all that because it's not about that. It's about having fun and enjoyment and time. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes down to love songs. It's more about love than what we're thinking about.
No, I get that because it's like we're gonna die anyway, so why we gotta sing about it? No, but not for nothing. Again, nothing against drill music. However, there are some of us who was really into hip hop when it came to rap. You know, the message of hip hop. If you go look at how hip hop started, the origin of hip hop, you'll get where we're coming from.
Yes. Now, the third question, and this is the final question. What are your plans? What are your goals and your achievements in life?
Oh, wow. However, I'm going to become a principal of a school one day. I'm now in college to be a teacher. I've been an educator for well over 7 years. That's one. Mm-hmm. So we're going to accomplish that goal right there and get me a curriculum in some school and change some things around. Because I have been highly affected by how the educational system has lagged from where I come from in Brooklyn since I've been a kid. So I'm doing that. 2, I'm an entrepreneur. We got From the Heart of a Poet. So outside of continuing to support artists through my podcast,
yes,
my goal is to become a playwright. You know what I mean? Yes. I am definitely, that's one of my main goals. I'm already in the process of becoming an author. Wow. I have a company. If you look it up, Amish Productions, I have a company that we need to launch. So once my book is ready, by this summer, I promise y'all going to get an update about my book before July. Follow me From the Heart of a Poet. However, once that's ready, then I'm going to get with people like Sincere. We're going to talk about how we're going to do this play because my crowd favorite poem, I Met the Right Man, definitely is where my play is stemmed from. So my biggest goal as an entrepreneur outside of being an author, and I'm not going to just write poetry books. I have a story to tell. I have too many testimonies to just write poetry books. So we have autobiographies coming, right? So outside of being an author, I'm definitely going to be a playwright.
And that's amazing.
Tyler Perry left the stage play scene because God knew I was coming. I promise you that's how I see that. Because if y'all pay attention to him, who came out with dope plays since? And he been on, screen. He been doing movies lately and TV shows. I promise you I feel like he made room for me. I'm so serious.
No, you definitely tell the fact because he really don't even do it that much.
I knew about me. I might not have known I was a poet until 7 years ago, but that playwright I knew. That I knew.
Yes, ma'am.
I always knew I would tell stories and get people to act it out. So,
there's nothing wrong with that, and that's a very amazing job right there. Because being a comedian and dancer, it's a little hard, but you gotta still work with it.
That's a fact. And if I could close this up,
yes, ma'am.
With all that I said, my ultimate goal is to live a life that could really be pleasing and certain.
You can find you what?
You can find me at, if you want to get to know me as an artist, you can find me at CASHEMA_beauty. Most of all, get to know my brand, From the Heart of a Poet. Peace.
Hey, make me a BK. I've been feeling so